And today we are here with the award-winning MC Barber.
Hey everyone, this is MC Barber. We have a really nice video for you here. We are doing a makeover from fade on the sides to undercut, and we are going to leave the top long. We're going to keep the curls. As usually, first thing we always do is section the hair. We're going to create a part on his left side, so we make a part already. Once we section the hair, we want to make sure the lines are symmetrical, that one is not lower than the other. This is very important, especially for undercuts. As usually, my first step is to remove the bulk and create a foundation for my haircut. Using 1.5, I remove the bulk. I keep in mind the shape of his head and the texture of the hair. I want to still create kind of square shape, even though I'm cutting the hair pretty short. So this gentleman has a lot of hair, and this is the fastest way to remove the bulk, really using a heavy-duty clipper. I use heavy-duty clippers a lot in my system. I almost start every haircut, especially these days, the fades, with 1.5. That way, really it takes me almost no time to remove the weight, majority of the hair. So someone just posted a comment regarding how high do you go with 1.5 when you are removing the weight. Well, in this case, it's obvious. I mean, you go always to the top of the section until the line. But in some videos, I have it where I'm actually connecting straight to the long top, and that is actually a very good question. I wish I could explain it easy and simple to you. But you have to, this is the case where you have to consider the shape of the head and how long the top is. Training the new barbers in my barbershop, I always have this, I think this is probably one of the most challenging things for them. When they are usually afraid that they might go too high and, you know, like ruin the shape of the haircut or cut too much hair on the top. So this is definitely something that you have to learn how to properly do, and it definitely has to do with the shape of the head. But basically, well, if I can sum it up in short, once you place the clippers flat on his skull, your 1.5 blade, when you are removing the weight, keep it flat while you are going up. When your clippers reach the widest part of the client's head, if you keep going straight up as if you are going to the ceiling at 90 degrees, just keep going straight up, the clippers will naturally leave the head. So just keep going straight up, and I really think that you should be fine. But always, when I train my barbers, I feel like I have to be there to kind of demonstrate it for them and walk them through first few times. It usually, from my experience with my barbers, it usually takes them about, a few weeks until they really get it. But once they get this technique, really you can't go to any other technique, because it's just such a practical technique. It removes the weight, creates the shape for your haircut, for the whole style, and also creates the foundation for your fade. I mean, as you can see now, in all this hair, I'm fading from 0 to 1.5, and really that's as good as it gets. I mean, it's simple, fast. So here I'm just shaping him up, create a line, shape up the hairline as well. And the reason I actually am doing this part now instead of in the end, I'm going to leave the front hairline a little slightly darker than the rest of it. So I want to kind of create almost like a shadow or fade into the side. So I want to see my line where it goes, where it stops. So I usually shape them up before I start fading. It's just personal preference, really. There is not a must. It's just the way I like to do it. It kind of gives me a visual to my whole fade. So now basically I know what I need to do. And as you can already see that I am leaving the hairline there slightly darker. Now I'm using my fading clippers and working on my fade. Now these videos that I do for you guys, usually I do them during my work times, in between the clients. I schedule myself 20 minutes in between each client. And this gentleman actually was my first time client. He came actually quite far to get a haircut. He watches my videos on YouTube, and he decided to come and get a haircut from me. So I thank him for coming down and getting a haircut. Here I'm using my comb to hold the section up. This is just to show you that you can use different tools for different purposes. A lot of times we cannot find a clip around the station and we are frantic. What are we going to do? We don't have a clip. So you can compromise. Sometimes you can use a comb, or on the long hair you can use a pencil. So by now you probably have realized that I do fade different ways. I fade from top down, from bottom up. And actually someone asked that question in the comments: when do you fade from top down or from bottom up? It really depends on the fade, depends on the texture of the hair, depends how you want your fade to go. So there are a lot of things that really, but to sum it up, if I am doing a low fade, most likely I will fade from top to bottom. I will do my 1.5 first, then I will start my fade with 0 or whatever my fade starts with, and then after that I will switch and I will fade from bottom down. If it's a medium or high fade, most likely I will, in the medium fades, most likely I will switch between bottom and top. I'll start bottom, I'll switch from top down or the other way around. But if it's a high fade, most likely I will be doing bottom up, start from the bottom and go up. Here sometimes you have these hairs are sticking out, scissor over comb. You can use just the straight scissors without a comb and check from the profile, see if the hairs are sticking out. Here is a time control technique where you use your pinky as a control for your blade. As I say, I'm going to keep his top long. He wants to keep his curls. I wish I could actually blow dry it straight for you since I had a request for that, but the client wants to keep his curls. So we're going to keep his curls. I'm doing some deep point cutting here. I'm not cutting the length. The gentleman has a thick hair, but I think if I create some texture inside his hair, it will even enhance the curls more. And there it is. I'm gonna just, for the style, blow dry the front a little bit and kind of put a little straight look in the front. I also get comments, what type of brush do I use? This is actually a 9-roll brush. It's made by YS Park. They have different type of brushes, but not all of them are the same. Actually, this is, I think, my favorite one because of the stiffness on the teeth. It allows you to grip the hair and hold it; they don't bend, so which is really important. And there it is. Thank you for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you like my videos, please hit a like for more videos like this. Thank you so much.